Native Nyla Rose the Beast.
Well, we saw last week on AEW Dynamite.
Bam, bam. Down with the best friend. Bum, 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 bum. Sorry. Thunder, Rosa. Thunder, she's Rosa. Thunder, she's Rosa. Ruby Soho, Soho, Ruby Soho.
I know you would love that. I knew you would love that.
Ruby Soho. Destination, no, whoa.
Yeah, I heard I got Bully Ray next week, but I don't believe it. See, I don't even have a match tonight, but I'm still working out because I have nothing else to do. What am I going to do? That's what I do. What am I going to do? Play the guitar?
From Montreal to Memphis, parlez-vous français? Tell all the girls the Rouges are on their way. They don't like heavy metal, they don't like rock and roll, but all they like to listen to is Barry Manilow. They're all American boys, all American boys, all American boys. They're all American boys.
Goated clip.
Yep.
All right, on that note, what's going on, everybody? We're back here with another podcast edition of the Pin Down. It's been a couple weeks. It's been a couple weeks. We fell off the bandwagon just a little bit, but we've been busy. But hope you guys had a good holiday season. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving here in America, which was that was interesting week. We watched Survivor Series in our Discord, which, by the way, if you're not in the Discord, why are you not in there?
Do you want to do a quick mini review of it?
Yeah, we'll do like 2 seconds and we'll go. Yeah.
The men's one was good. Brock was VIP of the night, in my opinion. He was like, dude, when he came in, the yeet section though, when Jay started yeeting, motherfucker.
Yeah, that spot. Yeah.
See, that's why I say it's half a good show, because there's two really good matches. Dom and Cena was good. Then the two women's matches. And poor Stephanie Vaquer, man.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That match with Nikki, I think that surpassed Charlotte and Tiffany for Mania for me. That's the worst match of the year.
It was up there for me. I thought the show as a presentation, I thought was pretty cool. I thought it was very nicely done.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have a problem with no shark cage, which a lot of people did. I think the shark cage is stupid. I think they should be going back to the old way of WCW.
I like the Rumble aspect, what they're doing. It's like a Royal Rumble thing they're kind of going for.
Well, they use that for the blood and guts. They copy that off from AEW. I will say that, but it's just like I like the ones where the guys are around the cage, rallying, doing the rally for their partners, like the heels, the baby faces. Because if you're a heel, it's very easy to slide a weapon in there.
Yeah,
referee not looking and put it right in that cage, and like a kendo stick or like a pipe, something like that. If you're going to use the weapons, do it like that. Because I hate when everyone comes out like, oh well, I got to grab a weapon and like all that crap. I hate that garbage. Just do that. But as a whole, I think the show was all right. I've seen better.
Yeah, I've seen better. It's a 6 out of 10. For sure.
This probably sounds like a sexist thing, but I do agree with Trey. The women's matches were just not good.
And it sucks because there was actual great women in the War Games match. I think if we're going in terms of just pure star power, this women's match was better than last year's, and it still sucks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, agreed.
This should have been
the women's matches were not good. I did not like any of them. The Dom match was decent, I think. I don't think it was like, wow, outstanding, magnifico, but I think it was good. The men's War Games match was decent. I just liked the spot where Brock came in and did his thing in the match. Braun Breaker landing on his head was nuts.
That looked bad. I'm surprised he's not injured.
And honestly, that's pretty much the highlight of that whole match because the rest of it was kind of like, okay.
They're setting up Roman versus Punk or Cody. That's all it really was.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, Dave Meltzer, remember he said Punk and Cody, not Punk and Cody, Roman and Cody was supposed to be at Mania. Apparently he came out again this week and said, oh, it's probably not necessarily going to be at Mania now.
Yeah. Because he got, because the whole because he said CM Punk and Braun Breaker are going to wrestle at WrestleMania for the title. But I think he kind of forgot there's a January 6th or 5th episode of Raw. I can't remember what date it is exactly. And it's going to happen there. But good old Dave getting stuff wrong. But the one thing, Trey, that came out yesterday that had us all like, wow, this may not be good for his company, aka Dave Meltzer and his boys in AEW, is that Netflix, as of right now, it's not gone through everywhere yet. It's not processed and all that stuff. It's still pending. But the way it looks like that Netflix is going to require Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
This is very interesting. Yeah, this is very interesting because Tony made a comment. He made a comment and saying some stuff. But if Netflix does, quote unquote, acquire Warner Brothers, what does this mean for AEW? And two, what's going to happen to them? Because if they lose their TV, which some people say that's not going to affect their, because Netflix didn't acquire Turner itself. They didn't acquire TBS, TNT, CNN as of right now, as we know of. It looks pretty bad. If AEW gets taken off the air, this is gonna be bad. Like, I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but it's like you're kind of up shit's creek without a paddle because it's like, where are you going to go? Pluto TV? Like
Pluto, Tubi, or no, not even Tubi, because Tubi has Evolve.
Yeah, or I don't think Fox will get involved, but it's just like,
well, remember, Tony had a chance to go to Fox, and the fucking retard said no.
Yeah, he had a chance to do a lot of things, including Ring of Honor, to be on the CW network. But this is interesting to me because Tony did say he had some comments about here. Let me get this real quick. If you want to read this for the chat, Trey, give me 1 minute. And this is a follow up from last night. So last night was Final Battle and TNA's Final Resolution pay-per-view. But no one watched Ring of Honor, sadly. So if you want to read that, Trey, go for it.
I'm just going to start from the quote.
Yeah.
Without getting into anything that is yet to be determined, I just want to say we have a great partnership with Warner Brothers Discovery and will continue for many years to come. We have years left on our remaining agreement with TBS and HBO Max. I'm really proud of what we've built, and I think it's going to be for a long time to come. It's going to be like this with Warner Brothers Discovery. Before anything is settled out, I'm very excited for the future. I think we have great partnerships. What can I say from the things that are public knowledge? All of the bidders on Warner Brothers Discovery are media partners of the National Football League, a great media partner of ours. Everybody who has been in the running for this is somebody we work with on the NFL, so I have a lot of respect for them. We work very closely with all three bidders in the mix, and we'll see what happens. I have only positive things to say about Netflix and Warner Brothers. I can tell you for sure, at least until the very end of 2027, going into 2028, we're going to be here for years and years to come. Over two more years with AEW on TBS, TNT, and HBO Max. I'm very excited about it. Tony, you said fucking nothing. Holy shit. You said a lot, but said fucking nothing. What?
It's word potato salad from Tony.
It's word salad, man. Yeah, like, Jesus, Tony. Holy shit.
Here's the thing with Tony. Either two things. One, he's playing a very good poker face, or number two, he's just like, I have no idea what I'm talking about, so I'm just going to speak in riddles.
Yeah, I agree, Mara. I do wonder how streaming is going to work with Netflix getting WB.
Yeah, David Zaslav made a comment about that yesterday. He was saying something about, even though Netflix will probably, the way it looks like right now, they're going to acquire Warner Brothers, HBO Max and HBO is going to be its own separate entity and app as of right now. But I think they'll probably do eventually. They'll probably do the whole like Disney thing, how they're going to migrate all the Hulu content into one app, like for Disney Plus, because that's what they're doing at the beginning of the year. They're doing away with the Hulu app. It's going to be Disney Plus. So that wouldn't be that wouldn't be surprising to me. But like Tony, like right here, let's just say, they already have WWE on there, and I don't know
And
if
WWE actually gets, I'm gonna say it, ratings. Maybe not sevens like these weird Attitude Era heads think it should get, but it still gets ratings.
Well, they're paying WWE like over millions of dollars.
And let's be real, Raw largely all year has been at least in the top 10. Maybe not number 1, but it's at least been in the top 10 all year.
And that's the thing too. It's like I don't want to see AEW lose their TV deal. That's not what I'm asking for. But just like in the back of my head, if I'm Tony, hey, I better have a backup plan because something tells me they're either WWE or Netflix. Like, yeah, we don't want 2 wrestling entities on our network. Like, we want to have one.
And we're gonna keep the one that actually gets ratings
because that and plus they have a longer commitment with the WWE because I don't know how much they're getting paid, but they got a 10-year contract. So it's like they can't even opt out into the 5th year, I don't think, if they wanted to. So it's like, they're screwed. But again, what network, if Tony and all them gets kicked off of TBS and all that stuff, what's going to happen to AEW?
Amazon is the only one, maybe. That's like the only maybe is Amazon. Unless they're like, fuck it, we'll just go to YouTube. But in my opinion, if they do that, that's a admission of failure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. Like, I don't think they do start their own streaming like website because look at Honor Club. No one hardly buys that now. Which I'm not comparing AEW to Honor Club. It's like are people going to pay like $15 a month or some astronomical for AEW to watch like live on a computer? I don't know. Maybe, but I doubt it.
Yeah.
Where's the revenue for them? Like,
they can't go to Peacock. They still have a deal with WWE somewhat.
Yeah. And so like I said, I can't think of one unless it's like gonna be something like really, really stupid, and all of a sudden you see, oh, hey, look, we're
Destination America type.
We're going to Access TV. We're switching spots with TNA.
Oh God, if they go to Access TV, oh fuck, if they go to Access TV, dude, I'm gonna laugh so hard. Oh,
yeah, because they're already using their production. It's just like this is bad. But like I said, if I'm Tony, yeah, I'm gonna make sure that I have a backup plan because this may not turn out too well.
Have you seen Ghostbusters? That's Tony right now.
Have you seen Ghostbusters? If you guys don't know what that reference is, type in YouTube. Go to YouTube. Type in Tony Khan Ghostbusters. It's a clip from Jim Cornette. It's like the 7-minute and 16-second mark. He tells everyone how he books shows. Like, yeah, I watch Ghostbusters, and he's like, "That's what I do." It was frigging hilarious.
I died laughing. It was just like, what?
Yeah, me and Trey laughed for a good 5 minutes. We couldn't breathe. It was like, what the freak are you talking about, bro?
Like, I got even in that whole thing, he didn't say anything here. It was just
no. He never does. It's potatoes. It's word potato salad for Tony. He just always says the very minimal. He's not. Yeah,
that's my reaction. What?
Yeah, I'll post in the chat in a minute the clip if you guys want to see it. But we do know one network that's going to be one wrestling on theirs is TNA Impact. They're going to AMC at the beginning of the year. So
yeah, January 15th.
So yeah, so there's the big announcement right there. So that's going to happen. They're going to be going back to the old time slot from 9 to 11 on Thursdays on AMC and AMC Plus. So this is their first big TV deal since they left Spike TV, in my
10 years, 10, 11 years. That's wild, by the way, because they got kicked off Spike in like 2014.
Yeah, 2014, beginning of 2015. Yeah, something like that. Then they went to Destination America. And then Destination America acquired a Ring of Honor on the same network. They opted out like not even 6 months. TNA left. Then they went to Pop TV.
Pop TV. Yeah.
Then they were on Pop TV. Then they left Pop TV. Then they went to Access TV. Then Anthem bought Access TV to put their own wrestling show on their network. So, yeah. So hopefully, I think the production will definitely be better.
Oh yeah, it's that first show. Apparently, they want AJ to wrestle the first episode.
We shall see what happens on that. That'd be interesting. But
I'm happy for him. I just think this is me giving them some ideas. You got to put that title. As much as I like Kazarian, you got to put that title back on Santana. That episode.
yeah. But they need it. Honestly, they need to make more stars. I know what they're doing. They're trying, right? But they need stars for that company because Kazarian's almost 50, and I'm not talking crap about the guy, but he's closer to the end than he is the beginning of his career.
Yeah.
Santana was. I can't even say he was a bad champion because he had one title defense and it was already over. So
well, they were on a break for a while. He won the title, then they just went on break. What?
That's the one thing I think now, since they're going to be on AMC, there's no way they can take breaks. There's no way.
You can't do that. You fucked up your momentum. You go ahead.
Yeah, or unless it's like a booking error of a building, like something like that. Okay, but it's like if you guys are saying, "Oh, well, we're going off the air for 2 weeks and we'll be back," it's like, nah, I don't work at all.
No, dude, you fucked up Santana's momentum because you give him the title and then you're off TV.
Yeah.
Well, and then the women's division, I like Xia Li. I'm happy she won a world title.
Yeah.
But you got to put it on Tessa. Get her out of this shitty tag team with fucking Alicia Fox. Just do it. Whatever you think of her, she's the only actual female star you have in that company. Actual, homegrown star.
Well, that's we talk about. That's funny. We should talk about people saying retirement and stuff. Let's talk about the Big Show for a minute.
Big Show.
Yeah, we're not going to be crapping on Big Show, but I have some clips, and I got a clip, and I got some news articles about the Big Show here. Right here, Trey. Do you want to read that for the chat?
All righty. It's just a week by week thing. I had a small back surgery done a couple months ago. I've had a major surgery every freaking year for about the past 5, whether it's knee surgery or hip surgery. I'm working with the best people I can work with in South Florida. I got a lot of great people on the team. I've got great support medically. Tony Khan's been extremely supportive, so we're just plugging away. I don't plan on going anywhere. I like being in AEW. So it's just getting my shit together and getting ready and also bringing a good product out. The last thing I'm going to do is go out in the ring and have people go, "Oh, poor Paul. They should just kill him like Old Yeller or something." We're not going to have that. If I'm out there humping and bumping and getting after it and slapping people's souls out of their chest and carry that presence, then it's time to hang up the boots. So I'm not ready to hang up the boots yet.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Okay. He also said I'm not 100% ready to give it up. Okay. But here is a clip. I'm going to get it pulled up here just a second. I got to let it load. There's no way that this guy is going to be able to do what he's doing. And I'm not talking crap at the Big Show. God bless him. Okay. He's whatever you want to say about the guy. He's a legend, right? When he was in WCW, that was prime Big Show, in my opinion.
Big Show in, what was it, 2003, when he was with Heyman, and he I was on SmackDown. I like that run of Big Show.
Yeah, but athletic wise, you couldn't touch Paul White in WCW. This guy was doing,
or even when he first came to WWE, because I think he even did that in WWE. Was the drop kicks? He moved differently when he first came in.
If he would have now this is just my opinion. Undertaker taught him how to work like a big man, right? Which is fine, no problem. But if he could have been like an Undertaker, doing certain moves at certain points, man,
do clotheslines from the top rope and shit.
Yeah, that would have been wow, total package right here. But it's I see clips like this of Big Show, and it's brother, there's no way that you're gonna be able to do this. I'm not talking crap about him. I'm gonna mute this real quick so I don't get copyrighted because it does play music from the WWE theme. But right here, he can barely walk.
Yeah,
he's got a hearing aid in his ear.
He's hunched over.
Yeah, and look at him. It's brother, you can't.
No, Paul, you gotta retire, man. No, man.
I'm not one of those guys oh, you have to retire, but it's you can't do this, dude. I don't want to see you. I don't see this guy crippled. It's not worth it.
No,
he's made it. Look at that. He just
Yeah. Here's the thing with Big Show, right? He was a victim of booking because I mean the meme. How many times he's turned heel and face? Like
oh
it
yeah,
was,
he's got more turns than NASCAR.
it was like ridiculous. Like he'd
Yeah,
be face for like a couple of months, and then okay, we got to turn him heel now, and then we got to turn him back when his heel run's not going anywhere. It's like why? Like the only time in WWE, you know, when he genuinely looked dominant. I don't know if you remember this segment when he came back to SmackDown and like just destroyed everybody in the ring.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
That was like the only time I felt like he looked genuinely dominant, and then it's like they never take that momentum.
Yeah, it's just like I said. I mean, like when he was in WCW, he was very athletic. He was really good, and when he went to WWE, he was still doing that stuff. But like like I said, Undertaker wanted to work like a big man, which is fine. But like I said, if he would have like did like
And
moves
they
like
gave him
Taker, yeah, like
the
drop kicks from the corner, like drop
yeah,
kicks from the top, something like that. Yeah, that would have been cool. But like I
and they
said,
gave him the title too early too at Survivor Series '99.
yeah.
It's
Well, I
like,
mean, well, I mean, they had. I guess they had to at that point because Austin's already out. So it's like, well, we gotta have someone have a happy ending because quote unquote Big Show's dad died in storyline with Boss Man.
yeah, that
But
storyline. That's the
it's
one.
it's bad. But yeah, I don't know, dude. Like I said, the last match I saw Big Show in or Paul White was when he teamed with Jericho, Omega, and Ibushi on Dynamite against God, who was that? Kyle Fletcher and like whoever. I mean, it was like it was part of Cal's family, but I couldn't remember who the actual people were. But it's just like, good lord, this is
The
terrible to watch.
last Big Show match I remember was whenever he was last in WWE before
Yeah.
he left. Oh, it might have been that. Remember that Randy Orton match? It was in during the lockdown in the Thunderdome
Oh
era.
God, yeah, I forgot he challenged Drew for the title after WrestleMania. Oh God.
Yeah, yeah, that too. But
Oh
that was,
yeah.
and he got punted off, like, and then he got punted, and then he was like off screen again
Yeah, and that's when he
after that.
left and did that. Yeah.
Yeah, Jack, he's getting damn near Rick Flair. Yeah,
Yeah, and it's just like, and he's younger than Flair too. I think Big Show's only in his 50s.
yeah, he's not that old
No,
if you think about
like yeah, like if it's like Big Show from like 6 years ago or whatever, yeah, I'd probably say yeah, he's got like one more, a couple good matches, but it's like there's no sense of crippling your body, dude. Like it's just like you're probably, and this probably be controversial, but he's probably the second most biggest giant in wrestling, but behind
it.
Andre.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's if he, in terms of giant wrestlers, he's the second most iconic. Like,
Yeah. And it's just like you made your money. And I understand you. I take it's like you never want to give someone your jersey if you're a ball player, right? You never want to give someone your jersey because once you give the jersey back, you can never get it back. You're done. You're retired. I get it, but you've done everything. What else is there left to do?
yeah,
I,
he won a world title again in 2012. And that was actually not a terrible run.
yeah, but again, that's when he could walk and he was able to, had somewhat mobility and stuff. I was like,
Yeah, but
now
that
you
was
see now, it's
2012.
like,
That was 13 years ago. So
yeah, it's just like I don't know. I hope Big Show finds peace and hope enjoys life. But it's like I'm not glamoring for a Big Show match, and I hope he doesn't
no,
do it. Honestly, and I'm sorry, but it's true. I don't want to see that because who knows if he takes a bump or does something like is somehow, God forbid, like he takes like a bump, right? What happens if he
yeah,
breaks both his hips in one time? Like, can you imagine that?
yeah, that would be
Like,
fucked.
it's just like you never know. It could be like one of these freak accidents. It's like, no, I don't want to see this, dude. Like,
Yeah, just retire in peace, Paul. Big Show. Just be a commentary, something. If you even want to stay in AEW, that's fine. Just
might as well. I mean, Tony's paying you for doing nothing, God, that must be a nice cushion job. Do nothing and just show up for TV, or not even show up to TV and get paid because Tony just
yeah,
wants you to have on it. He just wants you to be on his roster. He doesn't care what you do, or just be on my roster. That's gotta feel nice. And I don't blame Big Show for taking his money. I would too. So
no.
Well, here's someone I wish it would stop doing interviews, and that's Nick Khan, because this comment he made about Mysterio, me and Trey we have different conflicting thoughts on this one. So, Trey, I want you to read this for the chat, and then we're gonna give our reaction to this.
Okay. Nick Khan states that Rey Mysterio was considered a nothing in WCW, was elevated by the WWE machine. Think about the work that that guy has put in his career. And by the way, when he was in WCW, he was considered like a nothing, a nothing. He came to WWE and he had a great luchador history prior to WCW. He came to WWE and the machine got behind him. He did everything he needed to do to be elevated by that machine.
Okay, Trey, I'm gonna let you go first, and then I'm gonna give my take.
Here's the thing. He did not word it right. I wouldn't have said he's a nothing, but I'm going to be honest. Russo and Bischoff were kind of booking him like nothing. They didn't understand why people liked Rey Mysterio. As much as I liked some of the filthy animal stuff and even some of the stuff where he was unmasked, that's not Rey Mysterio. The one thing Vince McMahon was smart on is like when Rey came to WWE, he's like, you got to bring that mask, pal. Because he knew that mask was going to sell. For whatever reason, Bischoff didn't lean into that. And also, obviously, they didn't care about the cruiserweights at this point, too. If you think about it, the cruiserweights were just there to them.
Yep.
So I'm going to be real. Rey was kind of treated like nothing. He's obviously iconic. And granted, I would have worded it better than how Nick Khan did, but yeah.
Yeah. My honest reaction was this when I first read it. This was it, legit.
Are you fucking retarded? The hell's the matter with you?
When I read that, I was just like, wait a minute. He was nothing. Okay. Now listen, if he's talking about marketability, being marketable, okay, I get where you're coming from. But say that Rey was nothing. This guy is either the most recognized luchador of all time. And when Rey was in Japan, Mexico, ECW, he was already a freaking sensation. People already knew who Rey Mysterio was. And then when he went to WCW, he was even more elevated. Like Rey had some iconic
Guerrero match. That Guerrero match.
Yeah, Rey had some iconic moments and matches in WCW. When I think of Rey Mysterio, which people are like, oh, that's kind of morbid. When I think of WCW, and I think about the outsiders, I think when Nash catches Rey and lawn darts him into the freaking trailer.
Yeah.
Bad or indifferent, it's still memorable and it's got Rey Mysterio in it. But like I said, Rey's done some great stuff. So him saying he was a nothing, like as a wrestler, no, that is a terrible take and a terrible way to word stuff. Like I said, being marketable, okay, I get it, but I'm not going to blame Rey for that because
that's not Rey's fault. That was
that's WCW, that's Turner, and that's Bischoff's fault for not trying to push. Hey,
and Russo.
Well, I'm gonna say Bischoff before because like here's the thing. That mask versus title against Eddie in Halloween Havoc, right?
Yeah.
It was originally supposed to be mask versus title, and Rey was supposed to lose the mask that night. Eddie's the one told him, no, I'm not doing it. I'll do the job. Because, the mask meant everything to Rey. Because, it's his uncle's legit. And Rey never wanted to lose the mask anyways when he lost to Nash. That was Bischoff. Because Bischoff said, there's nothing we can do unless you take the mask off. Which is so stupid because the name is Mysterio, right? It's supposed to be mysterious. I don't want to see what Rey Mysterio looks like. It's like me. When I watch Batman, I don't want to think about Bruce Wayne. I want to think about Batman.
Yeah. I feel you.
And WCW, like market wise, and especially they had kids in the versus WWE at the time with the whole Attitude Era. You had kids on Nitro and stuff. You mean to tell me a kid wouldn't have paid $20 or get mom and dad to pay $25 for a mask
to
help you guys out? You're already selling merchandise to NWO. Then you had Rey Mysterio too. Come on, dude.
But Vince was the only one that got it. Whatever you think of Vince McMahon, he knew, like, you got to bring that mask, pal.
Yeah, because he knew that was. Yeah, because he's like, I seen probably someone told him, hey, Vince, this guy's got multiple masks. They're not the same. They're always different, and we can sell these. He saw it. It's like, yeah, pal, it sounds good. Let's do it. And he made probably Vince and Ray probably made freaking stupid money off that crap.
Stupid money, especially in like that Ruthless to
Yeah,
PG
early
era time
2000s.
frame.
Yeah, come on.
Dude.
Yeah,
There were kids even in Halloween just wearing Rey Mysterio masks just cause.
yeah. It's just
Well,
like as a kid, I went to a show and I bought a Rey Mysterio mask because they were cool. Like they were always different. They weren't like wasn't the same. Like, oh, here's blue and here's just a generic one, right? It was something like you like Rey Mysterio like would wear. Like honestly, like okay, I can see Ray wearing this, so I buy it. Blah blah. But yeah, but him saying like Ray was nothing. What a stupid, retarded take. Like I said, that's one thing you can say he was not marketable, sure, but he was nothing. Come on,
yeah,
bro.
you shouldn't have said it like that. Like, I get what he was saying. I would agree, looked like nothing.
Yeah, and Jack says it too, right here, Mr. Iguana. He's selling his which by the way, you can buy that iguana on www.shop.com for like $60 for a
Yeah,
stuffed
$60.
animal.
Yeah.
And back when I went to a show, I think Ray's mask was $35.
That's not too bad. It's like a good one, right?
Yeah. I still got it somewhere. But yeah, it's just like that was a stupid dumb take. And a terrible choice of words with Ray. Well, he was nothing in WCW. Dude. Okay. All right. Whatever. Well that's Nick Khan. But speaking about other networks and stuff, we probably should have done it after the TNA stuff. Let's talk about Freddie Prinze Jr. And you're probably asking yourselves, why are we talking about Freddie Prinze Jr.? Well, because one, he's an idiot, and two, he was involved in wrestling at one point.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
So let me find it real quick. Where's it at? Here we go. Okay. So Freddie Prinze Jr. has a claim that ESPN is very unhappy with the WWE. Trey, do you want to read this for the chat?
Yes.
Okay.
ESPN, by the way, is so unhappy with the deal. I was talking to a friend of mine who works for Disney, and he was just like, "Yo, my God, Freddie, what the fuck? They better make their money back on this deal." He just said they're hot. Okay, Freddie. That already sounds like bullshit. 'Cause the way you worded that, holy shit, that was word salad. I was.
Well, I know Star Wars, bro. I just want to mention that.
Star Wars is for kids, bro.
You're just mad because a girl got Millennium Falcon.
For kids, dog.
You're just mad because the franchise grew up and you didn't. Okay, Freddie.
Yep, Mara hearsay, and it's not even good hearsay because you can go ahead, Tyler.
No, you're good. He's God. Freddie Prinze Jr. is a dumbass. I don't know why anyone ever like gives this guy credence.
And you know what the problem is? The IWC believes this because that this whole Fed bad narrative. Motherfuckers, make sure it sounds right. They're not going to be mad after how many shows? They've only had, 3 shows on ESPN?
Yeah.
And it's only been for a couple of months. That's not how these deals work. They would have regrets 6 months to a year in, not 3.
Here's a rebuttal from Sean Ross Sapp, which, take it with a grain of salt too. He's usually wrong too, but still. This right here. I asked my source in WWE at ESPN about Freddie Prinze Jr.'s comments about ESPN about being unhappy with WWE. A WWE higher up said no one in WWE management is aware of Freddie Prinze Jr.'s role in wrestling or otherwise.
Damn. Fuck. Dude, the kill shot. God damn. Fuck.
Oh God. And an ESPN rep claimed that they haven't had. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Haven't heard that chatter and have enjoyed working with WWE. Okay, so we got this report and we got Freddie's report. I'm gonna take Sean Ross Sapp's.
Sam, I can't believe I'm saying that. I'm taking Sapp's side just because.
Yeah. But I like how you just said that. Yeah, well, we have no idea what his role is anyways. Honestly, you know what I think it is? it's Freddie's way of like staying relevant because a lot of people don't know this, but he was trying to start up a wrestling company a few years back. It didn't land. It didn't work. He couldn't get TV. He said, "Oh, I found a building, bro." And I'm just like, "No, you didn't." Like when Bray Wyatt was a free agent, he was trying to get Bray Wyatt to show up. I think he said he tried to get Killer Cross, blah blah. Look, Freddie Prinze Jr. might be good writing promos, but booking shows, I don't know about that one, bro.
No, I don't. I wouldn't trust him to book a show like at all.
I
trust Dixie Carter over him.
oh God.
Yeah.
Oh God. Oof.
That is a big oof, but it's not wrong though.
Yeah, I can't even say this. I'd rather watch Tony than freaking Freddie Prinze Jr.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
I mean, oh good Lord, dude. God.
Freddie was just in that flop called the new I Know What You Did Last Time, which was fucking terrible, by the way. That was fucking terrible. I won't spoil it for people who haven't seen it yet, but man.
God awful. Terrible. That movie was so dude, it was so bad. That movie was so bad. We can't even spoil this, which we're not on Cowman Reviews, which by the way, if you're not, subscribe to Cowman Reviews. We do movie reviews too over there when we freaking have time and our friend Cowman gets his head out of his ass. That movie was terrible, dude. I remember watching that with you guys like a few months back, and I was just like, wow, this is dog shit.
Yeah, it's so bad. Like, and Freddie was so bad in everything. It was and I won't spoil a thing, but I will say this: for me, it retroactively ruined the first one, and you'll know what I mean when you watch it. When I say that,
it's bad. So bad.
He's just trying to be relevant right now. Like, no, Freddie, I don't trust you to book a show.
No, God, no.
Oh, Mara, the new I Know What You Did Last Summer. Yeah, it is fucking awful.
What did he say before? He's like, I'm not coming back to do those movies unless the script's really good. Well,
yep. Well,
I don't know about that one, buddy.
I don't believe you, brother, because
I think you needed a payday, buddy.
Yeah, you needed that money, and you probably didn't get that much money because this movie, I think it bombed. I don't think it made any money.
I don't even think it lasted in theaters for like 2 weeks.
No, well, because it came out like right as much as I fucking hate that other movie, Superman. It came out right after that, and then like Fantastic Four. So it was like never gonna. But anyway,
hell, Smash Machine probably did better than freaking I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Probably, yeah.
Good Lord, and that's saying something. The Rock really tried to get an Oscar on that shit. Okay. Well, we got one more story, and we're pretty much done for the day. This is kind of messed up. All right, okay, I can't say this straight face. John Cena said in an interview with Jimmy Fallon over the weekend that he goes back every year and listens to his album he created back in 2005. Right there. I go back every year and I'm pretty proud of the stuff we did, blah, 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 blah. Every year, I take pride in this and like, yeah, I did a good job. This was 2 days ago, correct? Not even yesterday. Someone came out and did this. And it's very funny. It's been Trey? That song's been out for like what, 20 years?
20 years.
Now? Yeah.
20 years. Exactly 20 years, yeah.
Yeah. And then we get this bad boy to drop. Right here. Like shit. Why is it not letting me share? Here we go. John Cena, WWE, and TKO are getting sued. for the song. Trey, do you want to read it for the chat?
A new federal lawsuit filed on Tuesday accuses WWE, TKO, John Cena, and others of using an unlicensed sample to create Cena's The Time Is Now theme song. The lawsuit claims that the horn-driven intro and outro were copied from a 1974 cover recording arranged by the late Peter Schofield. The complaint was submitted by Schofield's daughter, Kim Schofield, who says she now owns the copyrights to the record and the music, and she says is an original arrangement. This case may hinge on whether those horn sections are protectable elements of the Schofield arrangement of an unlicensed derivative work. This is fucking retarded. What the fuck? This song has been existing for 20 years. 20 years.
And the guy is only legit. He's got one more week in wrestling and he's done. You mean to tell me you waited this long to file this lawsuit 20 years later when the guy's about to retire?
Yeah, like, what the fuck, man? Why?
Not sus at all.
That's not sus.
Not sus at all. It's just this is just like a cash grab, dude. It's like, okay, let's see what we can get. Let's see what we can get with this.
Why I hate sue culture, just because shit like this, just they sue for nothing. I'm gonna wait 20 years.
20 years. But that's funny we should say that to you, because this guy who claims to be, well, he is a lawyer, Sally. How many people in chat remember David Otunga?
David Otunga, oh my god.
Anyone remember him? Show of hands. Does anyone remember him?
I do. Yeah.
Sadly, I do too.
He was in the Nexus for like a cup of coffee.
Well, he made a video yesterday.
Let's be honest, really quick. He's only memorable because remember that segment where he got knocked out by the Big Show and he sold it well.
Trey, you know what I found about it is, like, honestly, like, his highlight is when he was married to what's her name? Oh god,
Jennifer Hudson.
Yeah, that's it. You were Jennifer Hudson's husband. That's it. You're nobody. But this right here made me laugh. I watched this earlier today, and I was just cracking up because I'm like, this is hilarious. First, it was Ryback, then Alex Riley, and now it looks like it's going to be David Otunga on the freaking bandwagon of talking crap about John Cena before he retires. I am going to play this because this is funny to me. I think this.
What is that hairline? What is this motherfucker's hairline? What? Holy shit! Holy spray! Fucking. Oh my God.
I will say one thing, Trey. At least it's not worse as Tito Jackson's hair.
Yeah. Oh. Whoa.
Or Jermaine. Was it Jermaine Jackson?
Jermaine Jackson.
Yeah. It was bad, baby. It was not good at all. Okay. Not good at all, baby. But right here, I'm gonna play this because you guys gotta listen to this. I was just like, wow. All right.
Now, Cena only got physical with me in the ring because when we came backstage, it was just verbal and emotional abuse in front of everybody. But he knew better than to put his hands on me then. I'm gonna tell you right now, if John Cena put his hands on me backstage, I would have beat the dog shit out of John Cena. In fact,
what? Holy shit! Oh my god!
It gets better. Hold on, chat. It gets better.
Actually, it probably would have been better if it was just a physical altercation, because at least I could have ended things quickly. But the fact that it was just this verbal abuse, I couldn't really do anything but take it. I'm a rookie, so I guess I just have to eat that and be humiliated in front of the entire locker room, the agents, the audience, and talked down to, disrespected, the undertones thrown around. Like, this is what I mean. It's taken me 15 years to tell this story, but I feel like I finally just need to get this off my chest, and this is what happened. Now, Cena only got physical.
No, it's called you're trying to engagement farm. It's something you're trying.
Engagement farm, and you're making it sound like you verbally abused me. I was in an abusive relationship. You little bitch. Is he talking about when he when Cena made fun of him in like a segment? Is that what he's talking about?
I just gotta listen to this clip one more, like this part right here, Trey. Hold on. Hold on.
Verbal and emotional abuse in front of everybody. But he knew better than to put his hands on me then. I'm gonna tell you right now, if John Cena put his hands on me backstage, I would have beat the dog shit out of John Cena.
his face. Look
at his face. He's trying to act all hard, dude.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of John Cena. Yeah.
All right, David.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm gonna say something. First of all, get a better green screen because your fucking chair's it's disappearing in the background, bro. You better put green screen.
Yeah.
All right. Second of all, this is why he would have never made it in the 70s, 60s, or whatever the case may be. Because how many guys stories we heard, like guys talk shit about other guys in the ring. It's like, oh, this guy's a drizzling shits, yada yada yada. This guy's never gonna make it. He's stupid, blah blah blah. Right?
Yeah. You would have made it in the 90s.
He would not have. There's a reason why he's a mid card guy. Second of all, verbally has always been a thing in wrestling, so that's one thing.
That's what I was wondering. Is he talking about like a segment, like when Cena like made fun of him in a segment or something? It wasn't just him.
Yeah, that clip right there it didn't go into detail. He just said that.
Well, that's what it sounds like. I'm assuming he's talking about one of the Nexus segments where Cena just buried the Nexus. The Nexus was shit, and y'all were a bunch of jobbers. Y'all deserve to be made fun of. Just gonna say it. Y'all deserve to be made fun of.
Here's my thing. What did you didn't go into detail in that clip. I'm about to go do some more research and watch the freaking YouTube video, probably. Like here, I can't even say it with a straight face. What did you do in the ring or in the match that made John that pissed?
He probably was shit. I'm assuming he was shit in the ring, probably.
What's the context? Context is king, baby. So what's the context?
And I waited till 2025 to say this. I waited 15 years.
Yeah. I waited 15 years. I waited 15 years till you was about to retire and say, hey, I'm going to beat the dog shit, John Cena.
I'm going to beat the dog shit out of John Cena.
Like, what the hell? Niggas trying to act all hard. Like, what?
Here's my thing, Trey. Honestly, here's my God's honest truth, okay? Number one, again, what did you do? Number two, you do know if you touched John, you would have been fired.
You would have been like immediately fired. No, like
they would have shown you the fucking door, bro. Like, what are you even going on about?
Oh, I would have beat the dog.
No, you wouldn't. Shut the fuck up. You'd be not just fired. You'd probably they'd probably call police.
Of course. You can't. I don't think you can watch this video. Hold on. Oh, you can. It's 55 minutes long. But you have to be he's got memberships. If you want to watch certain videos, you gotta be a member.
Oh, so you have to be a member to watch that? What a piece of shit. Fuck him. Fuck him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell my story, but you gotta pay me money first to see my story.
Go fuck yourself, David Otunga. You fucking nobody. You fucking nobody. The fact that I only remember you getting knocked out by the Big Show in one segment, that's all I remember you for.
Hold on. Oh, he's got chapters. Oh, Should we you know what? I got a little bit of time. Should we watch it live with everybody? Should we do it?
All right.
Go to the chapters. Should we do this? Chat, do you want to see this dog shit?
Probably not gonna watch the whole thing. We'll just watch part of it, but
yeah, we'll just watch chapters of it because he's got multiple chapters. WWE fumbled. He's got one chapter in here that says WWE fumbled my career.
You fumbled your own career, you bitch. Yeah, chat saying sure.
All right, give me a second to pull it up. Trey, banter with the chat for just a minute.
This motherfucker. I know some of y'all, if you have not watched that, what was it, 2010, 2011 time frame, he was a nobody. He was what? They made him like the assistant to Laurinaitis, if I remember right, like in 2012 or whatever the fuck. And he didn't do much. He was in the Nexus. He wrestled random matches, and then he was gone. But he's trying to act like they fumbled my career. I had potential. Fuck off, David Otunga. You had a shit theme. You wore shit gear. You cut shit promos. Yeah. Just, nah. I don't know. With him, it's
All right, hold
insane.
on. Let me get this shared for a minute. Sorry, I forgot my mic was over here. Let me get this shared for just a second. Yeah, we're gonna do this live, chat. We're gonna do it live. Fuck it.
Fuck it, we're doing live.
Do it live. All right.
Fuck it.
Okay. I'm totally not a mark for myself. I have plastic belts on my background.
Oh, dude, it's the penny belts. He has the penny belt. Oh my god. The worst tag team title designs of all time.
Okay. Let's see how this goes.
Let's see.
I put my bags down in the locker room. Okay. Well, let's see what. Yeah. All right.
And I have my bag, and I check in at Talent Relations, and Mark Carano tells me, "All right, Otunga, well, go drop your bag in the locker room, and go around and say hi to everybody." I do that. Take my bag, I put it in the locker room. I walk around and introduce myself to everybody, shake everybody's hand. Then I go back to Talent Relations, and Carano tells me, "All right, go change, kid. Get in your gear and go down to the ring." And I'm like, okay, I don't know why. And so now remember, I'm not working matches. I don't have ring gear. I just have workout gear that I practice in at FCW. So I put on my workout clothes. I have like some basketball shorts on and a tank top. And these are, my workout gear. And so I go down to the ring. Now, what happens before a WWE TV taping or live event is all the wrestlers are expected to go hang out at the ring, and you rehearse or go through things, whatnot. But what also happens is extra talent from that town, they come to the ring and basically get a tryout because they're trying to get signed by WWE.
You're stating the
and
obvious.
so they work local shows.
Yeah,
and WWE
God,
kinda
hurry
knows who
up.
the local talent
God
are.
damn, David.
So, and they're called the extra talent. So they tell me to go be with the extra talent. And Jamie Noble is going to put everybody through a workout. So this is my first time ever meeting Jamie Noble. Now,
Okay.
I'm out there.
All right. We're skipping. Hold on. We're going to skip. Let's see here. There we go. Okay.
Just Jesus, David.
Imagine being able to build an app.
I got ads. Sorry, chat. I'm not paying YouTube Premium. I'm not doing it.
So now I'm headed backstage. And as soon as I get backstage, my good friend Ezekiel Jackson comes up to me. I know him from FCW. And he's just, been on the road for a little bit. He's new up on the main roster. But he comes over to talk to me, puts his arm around me. He's like, "Otunga, man, Cena sent me over here to tell you got kicked out of the locker room." I'm like, "Wait, what?" "Yeah, Cena found your bag in the locker room and told me to tell you got kicked out." Like, wait, why? Wait, I have so many questions. Now, first of all, how did John Cena know whose bags were mine?
Okay. Number one, I can see why you got cut because you have no personality. You're very stoic and telling this fucking story.
Yeah, Jesus. The only most energy is I will beat the shit out of John Cena. That's it.
I know my bag was my bag. Some guys would have a tag. It would say Otunga, or maybe someone was in the locker room with you and they told John about it. Hey, that's the new kid's bag. That could have been a snitch, right? Like, it's not that far-fetched that could have happened. But yeah, let's continue this. Good God Almighty!
Somebody would have had to tell him that. And then wait, why is John Cena looking for my bags? Because if there's just some bags in the locker room that you didn't know how would you know who everybody's bags are in the locker room? How would you know that there's some bags there that you don't recognize? Do you know everybody's bags? Do you know whose luggage is whose? I mean, do you know Randy's bags? Do you know Cody's bags? This is weird. And furthermore, why is the top guy, the face who runs the place, the guy whose face is on the buses, why is he in the locker room and concerned about the other guy's bags? Why is he the concierge for people's luggage? I mean, John Cena didn't even change in the locker room. He has a bus that he changes on. So why was he in the locker room? In which I came to find out also in having been on the road, like was strange because he doesn't often come in the locker room. Like he does here and there, but he has a bus for his locker room. Anyway, I digress. Zeke was sent to personally tell me that John Cena kicked me out of the locker room. Great. So now what do I do? But also, what is happening here? Remember, my previous job, I worked at the top law firm in Chicago.
Someone tells me you should have stuck to the job in Chicago.
You should have stuck to that job. God, he just sounds like a little bitch.
Okay, first of all, I've always heard this from I've always heard this from the guys like JBL, whatever, right? If you're a new guy, they haze you. They don't want you dressed in the locker room because, quote unquote, you haven't earned you haven't paid your dues. They let guys go in there, dress in the hallway or dress in the friggin' broom closet or even the freaking bathroom in the out in the public, right?
Yeah.
So he's probably doing that, which I'm not saying like, oh, that's that's the way it is, but that's the way it was back in that time period. I'm pretty sure when Cena was the new guy on the block, he didn't freaking dress in the locker room. He probably went to the freaking hallway or the broom closet, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, but I'm not making excuses for that. But it's just like, oh God. Someone tells me Otunga was just a fan of the money, wasn't actually a fan of the actual business and knew what was
Oh
going
yeah, that's what I think. It was definitely he just wanted the money.
Yeah, I was working at a big law firm. Well, you should have stayed, buddy. Anyway.
And now in my new job, I just got kicked out of the locker room for putting my bags in there and changing where I was directed to. And a locker room is where you change. So, okay, let's get back to where I am now in my new job. I'm kicked out of the locker room. So where do I change? The hallway? The bathroom? So Zeke was like, hey, man, I put your stuff in extra talent. Like, what? Zeke moved my bags. I guess Cena made him, but they moved my bags to extra talent. I had to go find where that was. I had to change with the extras. All right. I changed back into my nice dress clothes for work, and doors open up and my fiance is showing up. So I go to meet Jennifer. She's here. Now, it seemed like we stepped into a completely different backstage environment, for me anyway, because everybody was so cordial and just kissing up. Because, I mean, my fiance is an Academy Award winner and a Grammy winner. And so, like, she's real famous, like outside of wrestling famous. And
oh my God, pause really quick.
She's
David. So that just shows you just look down on the business. So she's actually, so the way he said it, so she's actually famous. That is how he said it there. And maybe they were just being nice, you piece of shit.
And second of all, just because your girlfriend wasn't in the business, she wasn't actually okay. Let me word this better. Hold on. You're the new guy on the block, right? You haven't paid your dues. Doesn't mean people are gonna be dog shit to your significant other or your freaking wife or whatever, you retard. What do you expect? Oh, hey, what's up, bitch? What the fuck are you talking about right now?
Yeah, they're gonna of course be cordial, you dumb fuck.
She's not in the business. It's your significant other. You are in the business. They want you to pay your fucking dues, bro. What are you talking about? Oh my God.
And yeah, Jack, I mean, I've not even been in a fraternity, but even I know at least slightly how those things work.
Yeah, like you're the new guy on the block. They want you to see what you're made of, first of all. And second of all, you haven't paid your dues. And by the way, why are you dressed in the locker room anyways? Because you just got called up from FCW. You're not technically a star. Yeah, you're from developmental, but yeah, you probably should be dressing the extras. And I know it sounds like I'm taking Cena's side on that, but it's true. Like, what? Why are you dressing with the freaking big stars? Like, what the fuck?
Exactly, Mara. Every wrestler had to pay his. Yep. Cena did.
Yep.
Cena did. Cena was seen as a nobody.
He was almost getting fired before he did.
Yeah, he was almost fired.
Yeah.
Yep. Randy Orton too. He had to pay his dues.
But let's.
I mean, whatever we think of the Miz, he's a perfect example. What about the dues Miz had to pay?
Yeah, he got kicked out for quote unquote eating a thing of chicken over someone's bag, which I don't think happened, but he got kicked out. He was out there for like 2 years, so he did. Yeah, he probably didn't like it, but he didn't bitch about it. He fucking sucked it up and did what he had to do. Oh God! All right, Left
Let's
off.
get back to
My
this fucker.
yeah, left off. My girlfriend is super famous. I'm like
super famous. Yeah.
Every last person there was a mark for her. Everybody, including you know who, John Felix Anthony Cena. So Cena comes.
Hold up. Why did you use
He said his whole name. What?
Hold up. Why did you use his whole Christian name?
What the? And he's saying like they're marks for her. What do you mean? They were just being nice. Oh, they're marks.
What?
That's
I
weird.
like Jennifer Hudson, but she's not that famous to mark for her like that. I'm just
Okay,
gonna say.
what? Trey, I got a problem with you. Yeah, that Trey Bartholomew, Courtney. What the fuck? Why are you using someone's real? What are you using the fucking full name for, bro? You think people? Oh my god. Okay. What? Okay. I got. Okay. Good lord. I'm about to have a stroke.
Yeah, this guy.
Comes up. Mind you, he's kicked me out of the locker room. We've never even officially met. Now, he made sure that I knew he kicked me.
Sorry, I said say something. I hope that I swear to God, if he mentions race, I'm gonna crack up. I'm gonna laugh.
I hope he goes there. I kind of hope he goes
I got
there.
a feeling he's going down that rabbit hole. Okay, let's just resume.
Kick that locker room. Cena had somebody from talent relations come get us so that we could be introduced to him. So whoever was guiding, I think it was Ty Bailey. It was Ty Bailey was guiding us around, and he takes us over to Cena. And I remember Ty Bailey saying, because Cena had sent him to do this. He said, "Oh, do you guys want to meet John Cena?" And I remember in my mind saying, "Oh, not really." And I was like, "Oh, you know, whatever." And so he takes us over there, and John introduces himself to Jennifer, and she's just like, "Yeah, okay, hey, how you doing?" She does not really care. This isn't her seed. She say, "Yeah, hey, you know, whatever." And then in front of her, he then like, "Oh, how you doing?" Shakes my hand and looks at me. So he was as nice as pie in front of her, but mind you, this man had just kicked me out of the locker room just for showing up. So I mean, he wanted beef before we even met. He wanted smoke.
What? What are you talking about? What? He wanted beef, bro. He wanted to smoke. Like you're supposed to be a lawyer, and then you're saying shit like
All
that.
right. I guess this is gonna be our relationship.
Okay, I got nothing. I got nothing.
Chip.
Wow.
And then the rest of the night, you know, was weird. Like we were around backstage, you know, everybody came up and just was marking out for her. It is what it is. From the top of the card to the bottom, you name it. All of your favorites, they marked out super hard over her. And hey, it's what happened. Then they wanted us to go sit ringside. So like we did, I feel like, for a little bit and just watched it. And then they kept wanting to put us on camera and stuff. And I remember like, we were kind of hesitant because like, that's not what we were here for. And for me, like it bothered me because, hey, look, I'm signed here. I'm trying to be a superstar. I don't want to just, you know, be known, you know, for who my fiance is. That like really
Pause it really quick.
A theme that bothered me.
That's exactly what you became, you stupid motherfucker. You're Jennifer Hudson's ex.
That's exactly what you're known for. Damn.
Oh God. I'm just gonna resume. I got nothing right now.
Me throughout my entire career there. Something I always had to fight against. And this was a perfect example of that. I should also mention that I remember there was a famous story about somebody else who was thrown out of the locker room, and that was The Miz, who, if you know, was also a reality star, having been on The Real World, which makes me wonder if that's where this connection came from. Is, you know, Cena knew I was a reality star, and so just decided to.
Hold up. He was a reality star?
Yeah, I didn't even know that. What show? I don't. What?
I didn't know. Jack, pull that up for us.
Yeah, he doesn't know. He doesn't even use the word mark right. They're just being nice.
Oh, they're big marks.
Yeah, they're being marks because she's famous. Maybe we'll suck up to her. She'll host like a Raw or be on TV. No. Okay. God.
start hazing me before he even met me. So the first time I ever worked with John Cena was on April 5th, 2010, and it was in Moline, Illinois. Now, this was significant because this was the night I hosted Raw in what was basically my hometown, being from Illinois. But now, at this time, this was 2 days before my 30th birthday, which also was supposed to be the date I was getting married. Most people didn't know that, but we had planned all of this during that time, and I had just debuted on NXT. We had so much going on. But I say all that to say that's why I'm making an entire video talking about this one particular day, the day I hosted Raw, and everything that was going on. Now, to the John.
Hold up. When did he host Raw? I don't
Oh,
remember.
I remember. That was like 2010. That was before the Nexus stuff. They were still doing the NXT show. They won like the tag titles temporarily.
No, that was
this is
that was later on in the year.
No, that was April because that was during the Batista feud with Cena. Because Cena was still feuding with Batista at the time.
Right, but Cena and him won the tag titles at bragging rights, remember? Because Cena joined the Nexus because he lost that match to Wade Barrett. Remember he joined the Nexus there?
Yeah, I think they won it twice because I think they had wanted that initially. Or no, they were competing for the tag titles, and I think he like left Cena to let Batista beat him up or something like that. It was before Extreme Rules 2010. That's all I remember.
I don't even remember that. Okay. I'll take your word on that. I don't remember that at all.
2010 is pretty forgettable, let's be real.
Yeah, sadly.
On Cena of it all, since I was guest host of Raw, of course, I put myself in the main event, tag teaming with John Cena against Big Show and The Miz. Now, this was awesome. This really just felt so surreal. Like, it was honestly, I'm living a dream.
Hey, Trey, Jack just pulled it up in the chat. It says right there he was on season 2 of I Love New York.
In 2000, so he's on some shitty dating show.
Yeah, remember? Oh. Remember New York, the chick from the Flavor Flav show.
Oh yeah, that's coming back to me now. That was during that reality era. God,
yeah, she was that
time period.
Yeah, she was that big titty one with New York on her titty. Yeah.
Yeah, Gravy. Oh. He's fucking boring, dude. He's the only emotion was when he said I'm gonna beat the shit out of Cena. Outside of that, it's just been
No, guys, he's a star. Come on. I wonder if he watches Ghostbusters. Anyway.
Living a dream. I'm in the main event with John Cena as my tag team partner, and I get to double cross him. This was one of my favorite memories in WWE. Like, this was awesome. And I remember when he went to tag me in for the first time.
As CIO, I connected our teams through Jira AI powered teamwork software. Our PR department.
Sorry about that, chat.
He said, "You ready?" And I said, "Yeah." I tagged in. He goes, "Welcome to the WWE, kid." It was awesome. I always remember that moment, and it's just something that, like,
I remember this moment was just like, I'm gonna beat the shit at you.
I know, right? Like, what happened? What happened?
I always remember this moment. I'm gonna beat the shit at you too. All right. Calm down. All right.
He remembers the
only he and I heard.
I also remember when all the coworkers were being marks for Jennifer Hudson.
Yeah.
God dang it, man. All right.
Just between the two of us. But anyway, it was
cue up Will Smith, just the two of us.
So much fun. I got in there. I held my own with my extremely limited knowledge, but held my own. And then when I double crossed him, that pop was so big that felt amazing. That felt amazing. And being a heel, like, I loved it. It was like, this is so cool. And, we go backstage and everybody was so happy. Everybody was blown away with my performance and hosting, the whole show, but also the main event. And, Vince was super happy. Cena came back. This was the happiest and the nicest John Cena has ever was to me my entire life. But he tells me, how awesome I did. And he's like, I remember this. Like, I wrote this down in my journal. And he's like, man, kid, he's like, you're going to be the
Pause. What?
Dear,
You have a
dear diary. John
Yes,
Cena touched my hand today. I'll never watch it again.
What the fuck? Why would you admit that as a grown man? I wrote it in my journal, my diary. And that's the nicest thing that's ever been to me. God, fuck.
John Cena touched my hand today. I will never watch this again. Ever. Until I beat the shit out of him.
But but he's calling everybody else marks, though. But I wrote it down. Holy fuck. This is the gayest thing Oh my god, dude.
God, if you're enjoying this, please hit the like button. Please. I beg you.
Shit.
Help us endure this crap. The likes help us out here. Good Lord. Oh God. All right.
Be the next one. And he's like, I'm so excited. He goes, now listen, I want you to start riding.
Check the back.
Like when you first come up on the road. I want to.
Okay.
Cream. David Otunga.
Fiend. Yeah, we're watching Otunga. He's crashing in about John Cena. So we're
oh God, how far are we in on this?
16 minutes out of 55.
We're just kind of jumping around.
Oh yeah, God, please tell me we're not watching the whole thing.
No,
no, we're skipping the parts only Cena's talking about. So he's been telling everyone today that he wanted to beat the shit out of John Cena.
What the fuck?
Yeah, yeah, we had to review it. I had to. So we're gonna.
And he's talking about like how Cena, when he like after his debut, he was like, "Oh, Cena shook my hand. I wrote it in my journal."
I heard that. I was like,
so for context,
look, here's my thing. Journals are all right. But the way he's describing it is more like a diary than a journal.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. So for context, Cream, he's telling everyone when he first made his debut from FCW, he dressed in the locker room and had his bag there in the actual locker room.
Mm-hmm.
Ezekiel Jackson told him, said, "Hey, Cena told me to tell you, you're kicked out of the locker room and your bag got moved to extra." So Tunga's all mad because in his head, I guess he thinks he's a star. But that's what me and Trey and everyone else is talking about. They probably didn't want him in there anyways because he didn't pay his dues. Here you are dressed in,
and
the
also,
locker
why
room.
the fuck would Ezekiel Jackson be the Cena's Ezekiel Jackson, I need you to tell this thing to this person.
He said what? Cena told him. Ezekiel Jackson said Cena told him personally to tell Tunga he was kicked out of the locker room.
Why the fuck would John Cena be talking to Ezekiel Jackson? What?
I don't know. This has been bad so far, but we're gonna resume it.
Want us to ride together, for a little bit, and I was like, "Is this real? Is this really happening? Like, this is honestly a dream come true." And yeah.
Well, time out. You just said you were pissed off because your bag got kicked out of the locker room, and you were fake nice to. Oh my. Okay. All right.
I wrote about this in my journal. It was like, I do not want to ever forget this. I was just in the main event with John Cena. He told me how great I did. He told me I'm the next one. I'm the next one.
Bullshit.
I don't know about all that, player.
Whoa.
I don't know about all that.
The next one is in the next one to be released. No one was telling him that he's the next one.
No.
I could get if back in the day they said to Cody Rhodes, you're the next one. Okay, I get that. I get if they even said it to Ted DiBiase Jr.
Maybe right? Wade Barrett. Maybe even Barrett.
Maybe even Wade Barrett. Not the fucking David Otunga, dude. What the fuck are we talking about?
John Cena told him, so listen, you're the next one to ride my bus. And if you don't, I'm gonna bury you like I did Alex Riley. You won't have sex with me on this thing.
Get on my gay Nazi bus.
Get on my gang
whatever it is.
Yeah, my gangbang bus. Oh God.
One, coming up after him, and he wants us to ride together. What? And again, this is 2 days before my 30th birthday, and when we were supposed to have our wedding, this was, just unbelievable, surreal. So then on April 12th, 2010, from the O2 Arena in London, I had my first singles match with John Cena. This was another dream come true. I'm performing in the O2 Arena in London. Michael Jackson performed there. Like, yo, this is so wild. And
what?
Thank you. Thank you.
What? Michael Jackson performed everywhere. What are you fucking talking about?
Yeah, what does that even mean?
You're not even a real fan. He also performed the Wembley Arena with Hulk Hogan with that cancer kid, Make-A-Wish kid smell.
Yeah, Wembley's actually a prestigious arena. Like,
yeah,
O2
every
Arena.
Wembley,
What are we
O2 Arena, dude. They do Raws there like every year.
Yeah, like O2 is like not a bad arena. I'm not.
No.
I'm not throwing shade at O2, but what the fuck are we talking about here?
They do like shows there every year. Like pretty much every show in London is the O2 at this point.
Well, yeah, because it's the only venue big enough that isn't like too fucking big,
Oh god, I think it's a secret to him where he lives. Anyway,
and I have a singles match with John Cena. Now, I was incredibly nervous, but man, Cena was really cool and really took care of me. And I remember him telling me, just listen to me out there. I'm going to call the whole thing. Now, that in itself worried me because, again, I'm really green. My knowledge is limited. Like you might be surprised. There's some holes in my training that they forgot to teach.
Oh, trust me, I saw the holes before
we all saw the holes. We all saw the holes.
We saw
it. We all saw it, David.
You had more holes inside you than Swiss cheese, brother. All right.
Yeah.
Teach me things. Like I just was learning how to punch. So whatever. But Cena called everything for me. And
hold on, you're just learning how to punch. They teach you that in developmental.
That's like basics.
You would think.
That's basic.
Yeah.
That's basic shit. What the fuck you talking
Dude,
about?
they taught you that I'm tough enough. What?
Oh my god. All right. This is gonna be a long video. Let's just play this.
And it was great. And then it really showed me like how exceptional he is. Like he's so calm and comfortable out there, and he can really lead you through a match. And like it earned my trust. Like I definitely, could work with him and follow anything. Like I loved working with John Cena for that reason. Also, like he was really easy to work with, or we just had good chemistry in the ring too. Probably for a number of reasons.
Whoa!
What?
Why'd you say
whoa! Why'd you say it like that? What? What do you mean?
Look at that grin. So now you're saying you're saying that John's gay with you.
What's happening?
Is this why Alex Riley got fired because he was Cena was torn between two lovers?
That's it. Cena wasn't only gay; he was super gay.
Torn
I knew it.
Two lovers.
Cue fucking what's the Crying Game song?
Oh my god!
Well, that would be if it was a trans lover.
Yeah, it can still work. It can still work.
Lovers.
What the fuck?
Dang it! All right.
No.
But it was awesome. That match was awesome, and I remember being so proud of myself just afterwards. And again, got great feedback on it, because I was so green, but that was masked, and I looked great out there with him. So really, really cool memory. Now, this next story, I have waited 15 years to tell.
Oh, here we go.
Now, this was on September 24th, 2010, and this occurred in Paris, France. Now, I was tag teaming with Wade Barrett, and we were against John Cena and Evan Bourne. And now on this tour, Goldust was on the tour, and he was really cool because this was right before he became an agent, so he was still active, but he would work with me before every show. And Goldust was just giving me different things that I could do to have in my bag because I was such a green wrestler. Like my only moves were like headlock takeover, body slam, but I had my finisher and things, but Goldust was trying to give me extra things to do. So he gave me a simple little move. I can't even call it a spot, but it's a move. It's so simple. It doesn't really have a specific name. So I'm going to describe this. Every wrestling fan has seen this. You know what I'm talking about. So a heel, which I was the heel, will take a baby face and drape his neck over the top rope. So like this, hung up, right? The guy's hanging there. The heel will then come, place his hands on the rope, right? While the guy's hung up. So he'll be next to me. You push the rope out, then you pull it back, and the babyface jerks back up and takes a bump. You understand what I'm saying? So you're draped here, you pull the rope up, you take a back.
What the fuck are we watching? What the fuck is this?
I can't, dude.
What am I witnessing? This is awful.
Also, David, that does have a name. It does have a name, by the way.
Wrestling school of David Otunga. I'll pass. Anyway.
So you're gonna do this and then this and then this.
Then you're gonna do this thing.
But make
It's
sure
like-
you think about this. It's like what are you?
It's just, isn't that just called getting hung up on the ropes? Isn't that
How
all
can
that
a
called?
guy who went to Harvard Law School not figure out how to fucking describe that better?
Here's a real question, okay? Seriously, right now. Here's a real question. He was a lawyer. How shit of a lawyer was he?
Oh yeah, you must have been a shit lawyer, dude. Oh god, I
Yeah,
can
he
only
became a
imagine.
wrestler.
Is he on the same level as fucking Nick Rekieta? Like,
Oh god, I hope
Oh
not.
no!
No, it seems like David Otunga actually cares about his kids, so no.
all right, let's play this.
I do this with John Cena in the match. And Goldust has already told him, hey, Otunga's going to do, this simple thing in the match. Okay, he didn't even need to tell him that, but he was saying, just letting him know that he had worked with me earlier. We're going to do that. So I hang John Cena up on the ropes. John Cena's hanging on the ropes. I'm flexing, doing my stuff. I slowly walk over. Now remember, John Cena's hung up. I reach out like this. I grab the ropes. I grab it to then push it out and then pull it back is the move. So here we are. I'm going to rewind back. I grab the top rope. The moment I grab the top rope, Cena does this awful looking sell. I didn't push it back and pull it yet. I just touched the rope and he sold it. So do you understand what I'm saying? I didn't even do the move yet. I'm supposed to.
You waited 15
push it
years
out,
to tell
then
us
pull
this?
it.
Right? Wait, what?
Wait a
It's
minute.
just what?
Okay, I thought he was okay. Hold up. The spot I'm thinking of, he comes over from the apron. Then when he does, he grabs Cena's head and like
Pushes it
snaps
down.
on the rope.
Yeah.
And then Cena goes backwards.
Yeah, it's called the hang up, or you just get hung up on the ropes. It doesn't.
Hold on,
I don't know
spot
what
is
he's
he
talking about. I don't know what he's
Is he talking
talking
about
about.
The only spot I could think of was like he's talking about like how you see like a guy like Mark Henry, like you see like the heel like made the tag to the other heels, like no, I'm not getting in the ring, and all of a sudden the guy grabs the top rope and brings the guy in from like bouncing him off on the top rope, bringing him in like that, like you know what I mean? Like when he grabs,
Yeah, but that's like a tag team move.
yeah, like that's and it's a tag match, so that's what I thought he was talking about, but he's talking about something else. What the hell?
Dude,
Oh my god,
dude,
good Lord.
15 years for this shit. Wow.
Like I know what he's talking about.
I do too, kind of, but
But here's another question: why was it left up to fucking Goldust to tell Cena what was going to happen? He wasn't the fucking producer of the match.
No.
Well, he wasn't. Well,
and
he was an
wasn't
agent.
the part. He wasn't. Well, was he?
Yeah, he was an agent at this time. When his in-ring career like ended in 2010, 2011, he became an agent. Then he got fired. Then he came back. That's when he fought Randy Orton because that's when the whole storyline with Shield and
Cody.
Okay.
Cody and
Okay.
Cody.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Never mind. But
yeah.
Also,
but still,
why
though.
wouldn't you go and talk to Cena at all?
Yeah, you should have went up to Cena. Like,
I wouldn't leave it all up to the agent. Like me personally,
No.
I'd be like, "Oh yeah, are we all good? We good to go?" Like,
well, here's my thing. Usually, Arn Anderson was John Cena's agent, so maybe Arn wasn't there overseas, but maybe just telling Cena's like, "Hey, if he does a spot, we're doing this and that, blah blah blah." I don't know, but yeah, that is the agent's job to tell the wrestlers what's going to happen. But still, though, like I said, Double A was pretty much seen as like exclusive agent at this time, so I'm still scratching my head
Confused.
here. I'm still scratching my head here about the move, but I'm gonna continue.
Pull it back. So it looks like, I'm yanking him off it. The moment I touched the rope, Cena sold it. He sold it way too early and it was wrong and it looked terrible, right? Oh, I didn't say anything about it. I turned around. Boy, Cena is pissed. He's kicking my ass in there for real and cussing me out, telling me how terrible I am. I'm awful. I live in fantasy land. This is over. I'm going back to FCW. Like, this is it for
Wow.
me. In the middle of the match. And
hold on, did he say he was WCW? Hold on.
I don't even know what to do with
FCW.
myself at this
Okay.
point because I didn't mess that up. But yet this is John Cena, and he's cussing me out like he's getting disrespectful. Like he's stepping over the line here pretty much. And we're in the middle of a match. So I have to go on with this. And I remember being so embarrassed because like people can hear this. Now I know we're in France, but still, like Evan Bourne is in there and he's like snickering at me across the ring, and Wade's in there, and he's not really saying anything. And like it's awful. And then we go to the back. I don't even get to say sorry. Cena is cussing me out as soon as he comes through the curtain in front of the entire locker room and totally dressing me down and just telling me like, this is a fantasy for me. I'm not a real wrestler. I shouldn't be here. I can't hack it. I got to go back to FCW. The first thing he's doing is getting on the phone and telling Vince. He's calling the office. And like, it's so bad that like this was the worst, where it's like, I can't do anything. I'm so frustrated. Like I started getting like tears of anger, like welling up in my eyes, because what do you do? And like I'm not gonna, if he would have stepped over the line, I mean that's one thing. He didn't, so it's not like I'm gonna put my hands on him, but like it's like that. Like you don't talk to another man like this, and he's being totally disrespectful. And like the whole point of this is he messed it up. He messed it up. So then like he has his whole tirade and like runs off then, and Goldust comes over to me, and the first thing he says is, man, that's effed up. And he's like, he should never talk to anybody like that. Like, that's not cool. Like, he should not have talked to you like that. And he's like, I'm gonna say something to him about it. But then also,
this is a fucking
like,
nothing.
So wait a minute.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is
like,
nothing. Yeah, dude.
What's he mad about?
Does he
And I
just
told him, "This is
continue
spot with
on
the
like
rope."
this
And
for an
Goldust
hour?
says, well, John messed that up. And I'm like, I know. He's like, so John's yelling at you because of that rope spot, but he messed it up. We went back and watched the tape, Goldust and I did together. God. Just as I said, Cena messed this up. He missed the, I don't know what he was doing. He sold it way too fast and went crazy on me. The worst I've ever been cussed out or just disrespected, to the point where, I mean, I questioned if I even wanted to work there anymore, where I don't make a mistake and I'm disrespected like this. Absolutely not. So I really had to think about that. And if I'm being honest, I mean, that changed the way that I saw John Cena forever. It actually changed the way I saw the company too. Like, nobody did.
I can't.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah,
all.
dude.
There's another 20 minutes of this, and it's literally just sour grape bullshit. Like it is so the most meaningless bullshit that he's complaining about.
Yeah.
Oh, Cena yelled at me. What
a fucking, I'm sorry, you're just a fucking pussy. Like I don't, like none of this is of any substance, and it's just gonna keep on being like, oh, this and this and this and this and this, and he told me that I smelled like poopy farts one day, and I felt sad. I don't care. Fucking, you're a shit. And to be honest, you're probably bullshitting, because I highly doubt Cena was gonna freak out at you for no fucking reason.
And doing it
because
during the match where we could hear.
Yeah, you probably did something pretty fucking bad. Like, sorry, I don't know, man. Like, this is fucked.
Yeah.
This is a grown man whining that a grown man yelled at him.
Well,
Yeah, right.
That's why I told Trey this is engagement farming. That's all this is.
Should be aura farming instead.
But like,
he's
there's
not.
never an apology. Like, hey, I saw what time it was. I mean, let's be honest. I saw how I was treated. I saw what time it was. Now, Cena only got physical with me in the ring, because when we came backstage, it was just verbal and emotional abuse in front of everybody. But he knew better than to put his hands on me then. I'm gonna tell you right now, if John Cena put his hands on me backstage, I would have beat the dog shit out of John Cena.
No, you wouldn't have. Absolutely not. Look at that man's face. That's the face of a man whose wife was Jennifer Hudson and cucked him.
Yeah. Oh God. All right.
Yeah. This is just sour grapes, and it's just a man who has no emotional control freaking out about someone. And why the fuck do they all have the Maven like thumbnail now? What the fuck is this?
I
Yeah.
don't know. I guess
Or
if
it's
it
them
works
with
for
like
him.
the arena background and then them making a face that vaguely looks like they shit themselves, where it's like, like,
Yeah, I think.
what the
Okay, I think maybe he messed up the spot. Of course, he was
yeah.
late. He mistimed it, and then Cena's like, "Okay, touch the rope. Time for me to go." And that's when he dog cussed him. But still, though, and besides, like I said before, if you're John Cena and you're David Otunga, you play hands on Cena, you're getting fired.
And probably getting arrested too. They might call the cops at that point.
I don't think he would have done that, but I think Cena would just get him out of here. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Actually, it probably would have been better if it was just a physical altercation, because at least I could have ended things quickly. But the fact that it was just this verbal abuse, I couldn't really do anything but take it. I'm a rookie, so I guess I just have to eat that and be humiliated in front of the entire locker room, the agents, the audience, and talked down to, disrespected, the undertones thrown around. Like, this is what I mean.
Yeah, what do you call you? The N-word? Is that what I want to hear next? John Cena called me the N-word.
Honestly, like, I don't think we need to watch any more of this. Like, do we? Because he's just gonna keep going on like this.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
he has
just,
nothing of value to actually put in a video.
He's not said
and
anything.
it's literally just been sour grapes. And you guys have watched 20 minutes of sour grapes.
Yeah.
Oh, he shit on his acting. Oh boy. Ooh. Well, you're a shit wrestler. I can't imagine you were any better as a fucking actor.
Okay, should we skip it right here? I stood up to John Cena. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, let's see that. It's like 2 minutes.
So after that was the first time I kind of stood up to Cena and, defended myself, because he'd already done so much to me and disrespected me. I'm going to respect myself. And, now we're on a level playing field. I don't
respect yourself. You're
if you're the top guy, you're not going to talk to me like that. You're not. So after that, he would still try to mess with me, but like it didn't work. And I remember, like, we're supposed to go around and shake everybody's hand when we get to the building, and Cena will pull his passive aggressive stuff. I would go to shake his hand. He would make himself hard to find or avert his eyes from me or whatever. So what I did? I don't care, man. I'm not chasing you down to shake your hand and tell on me if you feel like it. And he did, but whatever. But either way, after that, he just had less of an impact on me because I just wouldn't sell him. And it's like any bully. After a while,
what
he kind of got
what?
Did you what? Wait, hold on. Did I miss the part where he actually stood up?
But like,
it just sounds like he just is like, John Cena got bored of me, and anyways.
Cena told me I should have laid down. What?
What the fuck, dude? What a fucking idiot, dude.
So I stood up for myself and said, "You're not going to talk to me like that." And then Cena eluded himself from the building while we were there. Let's see. I'm just going to put it out there. Probably was doing maybe media calls that morning. Probably going to talk shows and meeting kids and Make-A-Wish in the back and signing autographs for the freaking 8x10s they sell on the in the stands. Yeah, but
totally literally being anywhere other than a room with David Otunga.
Yeah. Specifically. Okay.
To be honest, if I was in the same building as David Otunga, I'd probably leave.
Yeah.
Never mind. I ain't going there. Anyway, let's just play this.
No, don't play it again. We've heard enough. God
I think he
damn
realized
it!
Pretty quick though. Otunga's a real dude. He's not playing with me anymore, and that was my energy because I was not. All of the conventions went out of the window, and wrestling culture and respect I was supposed to pay. I'm not fooling around anymore. So we end up still working together, being super professional. Everything was always really stiff and snug when we worked, but it was cool. Then there was a tag team match. McGillicuddy and Husky Harris against John Cena. I don't know who his partner was. And I was there on the outside.
Yeah.
I can't keep
This
listening
is
to this
kind of
fucking
a
idiot.
famous match that most people don't know about, but we definitely know about it backstage and amongst the boys. But during this match, Husky Harris allegedly poked John Cena in the eye. Allegedly. Cena went crazy in this match. We get to the back. Cena goes crazy. He goes off. Says we're not ready. He got poked in the eye. Like it was bad.
Yeah, have you ever been poked in the eye? It fucking hurts.
I wasn't selling Cena anymore. I listened to the rant a little bit, but it was more aimed at Wyndham, Husky Harris. So I took a little bit. I walked off to the locker room. Like, I'm not playing with you anymore. I remember after I went to the locker room, Wyndham was still getting chewed out. And then eventually, like, he came in the back and he was mad. And he was like, man, I'm telling you, he's like, it's bad. And he's like, I just found out. He's like, we're getting sent back to FCW. I'm like, are you serious? He's like, yeah. He's like, they told Joe and I, like, you know, we're not getting travel this week or whatever. Like, we got to go back to FCW. And he's like, and Wyndham knew I moved to Chicago. I was like, well, what did they say about me? He goes, I don't know, man. You probably got to move back to Tampa. And I remember him telling me that. And I was like, So I kept expecting them to come talk to me. And they didn't. They didn't say anything about moving. But then,
it's almost like they didn't give a shit about
travel.
you.
Ended up having to go to FCW. But they explained to me anyway that McGillicuddy and I were now going to be a tag team. And they wanted us just to start working together. And I vividly remember this. They had us work with these two guys who were new to FCW. This was my first time meeting with them because they thought they were top talent and they wanted to work with us because we were the Nexus and they were going to be starting like a new faction or something. But anyway, the two guys were Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins.
Oh, so he made the Shield. I got it. Yeah.
Okay,
I get it.
Hold on. The Shield was not even a thing until 2012. This is 2000 and early 11 because Wade Barrett and all them got moved to SmackDown, started the core. It was Gabriel.
Yeah, it was the core.
Wade, Keith, and Ezekiel Jackson. Then CM Punk became the leader of the new Nexus on Raw, which wasn't working at all. It was dog shit. It sucked balls. It was bad. Okay.
Yeah.
It was McGillicuddy, Otunga, Husky Harris, and then CM Punk. Yeah. And it wasn't working.
Oh, and he probably had like here's the thing. He probably had the fucking match, but the way he's saying it is he's trying to make it like he gave them like a big push. Yeah. And that therefore now their entire career is dead. Like basically, if he didn't give him that push, what would have happened?
And friggin' Roman Reigns wasn't even Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns was still Lee Key at this time in FCW. He wasn't even Roman Reigns, so he got covered the main roster. You fucking retard.
Good God. I can't take any more of this.
I need to finish this. I do.
No, you're gonna make everyone in our chat go on fucking hospital watch, dude. They're gonna have fucking.
They asked for it. They wanted it.
No. They're gonna all end up fucking being handcuffed to the fucking beds and oh god, so they don't jump out the windows. This is bad.
I gotta hear this part about Cena takes credit for Husky Harris. I gotta listen to this one. I got to. We're almost done. Legit. We only got 3 more minutes. 3 minutes. That's it.
It feels like a century.
I remember this vividly. Norman Smiley was there with us. And it was McGillicuddy and I, and we just went through a practice match. Both of those guys were freaking great, man. Like, it was awesome working with Rollins. It was awesome working with Reigns too. Like, he was a really cool dude. Both of them were. But
it's actually you worked with people who actually had talent. Wow.
But interesting thing is, they kept Wyndham down in FCW. Like, they didn't let him out. But while he was down there, he created Bray Wyatt. And he was there for like 2 years. But I remember when he came back and he debuted.
Hold on, he wasn't Bray Wyatt down there. He was something else because Dusty came up with a gimmick for him. He was like a Jason Voorhees character. He wore a mask and everything. I can't remember the character's name, but that's what they were trying to go for. The Bray Wyatt character didn't start until almost NXT until Triple H took over. So right there, that's a all right. Good old Tonga.
Viewed Bray Wyatt and just thinking, man, John Cena led to this. Like, going crazy about allegedly getting poked in the eye led to Wyndham going back to FCW and eventually coming up with Bray Wyatt. And that was how he worked his way back up to the main roster. But like, what if that didn't happen? Because I'm telling you, like before he debuted with Bray Wyatt, like McGillicuddy and I, we felt away, man, because like I thought like Wyndham could get fired. And we were close, man. He was one of us. Like this could have been any one of us. Like that's not cool. And I don't even know if he really poked him in the eye. But either way, Cena, went off. He should have done. I mean, you already know how I felt about John Cena at that time. I already knew what time it was. But
yeah, we know you put out a fucking hour video.
And I actually heard Baron Corbin telling a story on Chris Van Vliet's podcast about how he had poked Cena in the eye in a match, and Cena went off on him mid-match. Sounded very similar to what he did to me, but Corbin was terrified because he had heard of Bray Wyatt's story when he was Husky Harris about poking Cena in the eye and getting sent back to FCW.
Oh, God.
And
yeah,
like,
maybe don't poke people in the fucking eyes.
Kind of like an urban legend or whatever. Well, I can confirm that did indeed happen, and I participated in the match. I was there. I was part of that, both McGillicuddy and I. So that definitely happened. If I were to speculate, it kind of seems like just how Cena moves is that in a way he feels like he kind of helped create Bray Wyatt, because had he not sent Husky Harris back, Wyndham wouldn't have had to come up with Bray Wyatt. So kind of like in Cena's revisionist history mind, he sees himself as being responsible for it because, just from the outside looking in, he seemed like he was much cooler to Wyndham when Wyndham came back as Bray Wyatt. So
I hate this.
Okay, that's enough. We're done. Okay.
Oh, thank God.
Thank
Jesus.
fuck.
I didn't even see most of it, and I was getting to the point where I'm like hovering over the StreamYard's disconnect button. I'm hovering over the leave studio button because I'm just like, I can't handle David Otunga. This is awful. Why did you subject yourselves to watching this? I feel bad now.
No,
but also fuck you, Mr. T.
Now we got 20 people here watching this with us. So
that's a shame.
No, that's great. Anyway.
No, it's great that 20 people are here. It's a shame that you made them watch that shit. Oh my God.
Okay, look, I don't think. I just want to point something out, though. Cena worked 2 WrestleManias against Bray Wyatt. How many WrestleManias did Cena work with Otunga?
0.
Yeah, and again, he's like, well, Cena was a dickhead, and then it's like, yeah, it ended up working out really, really well, and it's like, yeah, well, one, has anyone here actually been like really poked in the eye?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So you know how fucking much that hurts, right?
Yeah. Your eyes water.
It's a really sensitive. It's like someone slightly squeezing your balls. Like that's the level of pain. Not like going full grasp on it, like some sort of like 60-year-old cougar down at the fucking like country club pool just looking for the 20-year-olds. It's not like that, but it is painful. So I can understand, and it's dangerous. I mean, he could lose vision if you do it. Like there's a lot of complications that could happen that really affect his career. Like I gotta not only career but also life. So the fact that he's freaking out, I don't blame him. I would freak out too, especially because these are supposed to be trained professionals that know better. So if you fuck up like that and you're gonna injure someone, let alone the top guy, maybe you do need to go back and do more training. And guess what? It worked out for Bray Wyatt because he had talent, something that David Otunga does not have in wrestling.
Yeah, Bray Wyatt's stuff when he was Husky Harris, his catchphrase was an army tank with Ferrari engine. That's it.
Yeah,
legit. That was it. And he was a guy in trunks.
It was literally just a non-gimmick. It was like the gimmick of he's a fat guy, but he's good. It's like how many people in WWE have they tried to give like equivalents of Husky Harris gimmicks?
Yep.
In the last couple years, they usually are on. I know there was the one guy on Tough Enough they tried to basically do.
Oh,
he was
yeah.
Mike Knox.
He was Cajun.
No, the
Husky
one,
Harris.
No, the one trade that Hulk Hogan said he was going to be the next Dusty Rhodes.
And then he ended up getting fired like pretty quickly.
Like 2 years later.
And
I can't remember
yeah,
his name.
exactly. Just like Dusty Rhodes. Fired and never heard from again.
And here's another point I want to make too before we wrap up. Remember when Nakamura was first on the roster for like 3 weeks, a month, whatever? And one of his first matches on SmackDown was against Cena, and he dropped him on his head.
The one where he almost broke his fucking neck. And guess what? Cena didn't freak out then.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't hear no stories like I want this guy fired. Now Vince probably did something about that because after that happened,
definitely. But what I had heard is that Cena was like very much like, nope, we're all good. It's okay. Everything's cool.
Yeah. So my point being is if that was the case, if someone's going to try to break my neck again, which he already had a broken neck, so someone's going to do it again, you would think he would like get them like try to get fired or sent back to NXT, right? Like, what are we talking about right here? So I guess he's going to blame. I guess Otunga would be like, well, I blame John Cena because Nakamura didn't win the title against AJ Styles at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Oh.
Good Lord. Anyway, speaking about John Cena, next Saturday, we will be watching his retirement match.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. We have a
stream
guest.
of the year.
We have a guest who will be joining us. Maybe even another. I don't know. I'm going to ask around, see. But yes, we will be watching it live next Saturday. And it's definitely going to be a memorable night. It will also be, I believe, our last pin down of the year.
Yep.
Yes. So before we go away on Christmas, we will be having that. Also, we do have a video coming up. I'm in the process of editing it. It will be up probably Friday.
Okay.
And it does concern John Cena, ladies and gentlemen. So we can say what it is. The three of us took a bit of a crack at planning, trying to fantasy book Cena's heel turn. We got pretty far. I think all of us got basically to like September, and then from there it kind of fell off.
Again, I wrote a 12-month Bible arc, and we didn't have enough time to do all of that, so we had.
He actually wrote way too much. I had some pretty good stuff up until Survivor Series, and I'm gonna be honest, I couldn't figure out where the fuck how you end that. And then after we recorded it, I completely found a way that works, which is no longer useful because we already recorded it. So yeah, there's that.
Yeah.
Anyways, that will be up this week, and yeah.
Also, Jack of all casuals, David Otunga confirmed.
Oh no, dude! No, he'll be a Cena fan over an Otunga fan any day.
Also, next week when we're doing the watch long, I will be in the Discord sharing my screen. So if you have no means to watch the match, join the Discord and come hang out with us.
Yes, that is true. And we're going to get that set up this week. So thank you, everybody. Again, thank you for watching. Shout out to Trey Mr. T for being here, starting the stream up, all that shit. I kind of came in and just yelled about David Otunga, so it was easy for me. But
yeah.
Hey, we wanna take this home now, boys. What are we thinking?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Trey, you uploaded a fucking video on your channel, didn't you?
I uploaded a 2-hour. I did not realize I recorded for 2 hours, but I did. Talk about DC, the state of DC. I basically did a stream in a video, but check that out. That's all I gotta say.
So if you're not done, let's say you're it's a slow Saturday, okay, holiday stuff is maybe not kicking off quite yet. You got a little bit of time. Instead of watching Frasier reruns, which by the way, Frasier reruns are hella lit, watch Trey's video, which is even more hella litter. Anyways. All right, I think that's where we end it, boys. Thank you everybody for watching. We will see you next week. And Mr. T, play us the fuck out.
Yeah, bye, bro.
My mind's telling me no, but that crack, y'all, that crack keeps telling me yes. Gotta go.